Boucher, little bandage on his right elbow there, picked up a little bit of an injury in the first half. He's into everything, 100%. Here we go, the start of the second 20 minutes of this ball game. The end, the finale, the Primo NBL 2006. Frank backing in. Misses the first shot. Winatana on the weak side gets the rebound. So 8 points at halftime. Can the Hawks hang on to it or even extend it and come away with their championship in 2006?
Well, we heard Paul Henare talk about defensive rebounding. That's key.
Well, I'll tell you what, Paulie didn't look happy, did he? He knew the job was only half done. That's the key of a professional.
Well, the Hawks outscored the Stars in both quarters, 20-14 in the first period, 23 versus 21 in the second. The Stars throw it away. Paulie Henare, foot race, goes around Flavel. What a beautiful little reverse layup from Paulie Henare.
Well, peace of mind to use the basket as protection as he had Flavel hot on his tail, trying to chase him down.
Ah, look at Paulie Henare, got a little toe to the ball there. Good little soccer move, but wrong sport, Paulie.
Well, 12 points to lead now.
Well, the good thing is he knows about soccer. That's the key.
That's
great
true
game.
enough. Well, Flavel under pressure, throws it outside. Winatana versus Casey Frank. Goes right at Frank.
And who stole it? Who stopped the play? Dylan Boucher.
Well, that's right,
Robin Hood.
Casey Frank on 3 fouls, sees the Bishop coming straight at him. What does he do, Chris?
Well, here we go. Just have a look at this replay. He just lets him go by, but then Boucher comes in, gets a hand on the ball. And talking to Mark Dickel after the interview there, we talked about Boucher, and he can't believe that there's someone like Boucher that just gets his hand and, you know, to so many plays. You know, he's an amazing player.
Well, Williams got the layup. It was just sitting on the ring, and Johnson just reached up, gave it a little push, and then it went. 49-35, 14-point lead to the Hawks. Stars in trouble here. The kick out to Gillespie from a long way away.
Don't count out the champions, Bob. Whatever you do, don't count the champions out.
I wouldn't dare, Jeff. I wouldn't dare. With shooting like that from Gillespie, they're back in at 49-38.
Well, Gillespie now starting to get involved a bit more. Scoring-wise, he leads the Stars with 10 points. But
Williams with 2.
Field Williams bangs another 3, and that's the counter, isn't it, Toops?
It is. And, you know, after the first half, 10 of 11 from the free throw line for Field Williams. You cannot afford to put him on the line and get him into a rhythm. Look what's happening. He's starting to drain threes all over the show now. 18 points for Field Williams in the ball game.
Well, Johnson trying to rev up the crowd as he gets a bit of a spell. No, timeout taken with 7:52 left to play in the third period. Hawks sitting on a 14-point lead, 52-38. They led by 8 points at halftime. The Tide coming in for the Hawks, and the Stars stuttering a bit, Jeff.
Well, they are stuttering, but as I keep saying, we saw them last week. You don't count them out. You don't count them out of anything. But if you're a Hawks fan, you've got to be very, very happy at this present point in time. 14-point lead. This is the second 14-point lead that they've had in this game. And, you know, that little band of supporters that came up from the West Shore, they're very, very happy. We're high up in the stands, they're up in the nosebleed seats.
Yeah, but it's, as you say, it's too early to count your chickens. They haven't hatched yet.
There they are, all the way from the West Shore this morning. Jeremy would have given them a good feed, put them on the bus, all the way up here.
It's like packing them off to school the first day.
Casey Frank, just in the background, is trying to fire his Stars up. He knows that they have a chance to make history. They have a chance to be only the second team to win 3 national titles in a row, but they have to start getting it going right now.
And you would have said they were hot favourites today as well.
Paulie Henare.
Oh, yes! Oh, my goodness!
Yes.
My goodness! Paulie Henare, he loves that.
Play of the game so far,
As a point guard, you love throwing those assists to the big guys that can grab them and slam them home like that.
Only if they make them, Jeff. You don't want to waste a nice pass like that. Johnson rams it through.
Paulie H had a huge smile on his face coming back down on the court.
The whistle blows and two people immediately put their hands up. Winatana and Henry. So who's the foul going to be against?
Let's have a look at this. Paulie H down the lane. He sees a little eye contact with Kareem. Oh, and Kareem got him. You should have seen the smile on Paulie H's face on the way back. It was huge.
Well, he missed glowering at the camera after that one.
How many dunks has he had today?
Is that a three or four?
3 or 4 dunks already for Kareem Johnson. Wasn't wanted by the Stars at the end of last season. And Sean Dennis said, hey, I'll take him. Not a problem.
I think they've seen enough of him this season as well. Boucher somehow gets the pass in bounds. He misses a shot. You see the look of agony on his face.
Well, Dylan Boucher and Kareem Johnson have just gone at it the whole game. And this little incident here is no different. Look at that. Oh, the physicality of the game.
He wanted the 2 points so badly, he just couldn't put him down. Cartwright steps out beyond the 3. Paulie Henare, good box off, and he's introduced to the hardwood. Boucher picks up the foul.
Well, his mate Dylan Boucher, they're very, very good friends. Paulie Henare and Dylan Boucher. That's 3 for Dylan. So we've got Flavel, Boucher, Cartwright, Frank on 3 fouls for Auckland. We've got Mastrovic, Burton on 3 for the Hawks.
Yeah, the Stars are getting in foul trouble here. 7 minutes to play in the third period. And Cartwright picks up foul number 4 as Mastrovic hasn't scored much, but he's drawing fouls. He's fouling some of the big men out.
Well, Alan Godden, Johnny on the spot, saw this one as Mastrovic takes Frank baseline. And Cartwright comes across.
Well, he came across from that camera angle.
That was hard to see.
Yeah, we didn't really see the foul, but Alan Godden is not one to be calling phantom fouls. These are the 3 best referees in the league for this year. They get rewarded with an NBL final, and someone like young Tim Brown, who's been around a couple of years, this is his first major final.
Well, this is becoming a big worry now for the Stars. 56-38. We've got an 18-point spread. 18 points. I'll repeat that just in case you don't believe me. 18 points. Hawks over the Stars. Boucher working against Johnson. Can't get it inside. Now Casey Frank back to Boucher. The foul chopped by
Field Williams.
Johnson.
No, Field Williams. Field Williams got a, as you say, Bob, got his butcher's knife out. He's obviously on a course of some sort down in the Hawke's Bay. And he got his chopping board out. Maybe he's a trainee chef, I don't know.
Creative butchery. Boucher's got the roll this time. In the lane, he gets it 2.
Well, he's not going to let them go down without a fight, is he, too? Dylan Boucher.
He's got more championships than anybody else.
Williams against Cassidy. Looks inside. There he is. Johnson against Dan Ryan. He takes steps. Well, we see that call once a game. We won't see it again. That's it. It's been blown.
But it was the correct call.
Well, I guess so.
It was the correct call.
In the context of 400 travels in a game, I guess so. Boucher goes to the rack. Gives it to Casey Frank. Boom.
Well, Boucher.
He's not going to let them die.
Yeah.
Dylan Boucher, as long as he's got breath in him, is not going to let whatever team he's playing for die. He's going to leave it all on the floor.
Well, he's a magnet, isn't he? Any trophy that's got metal in it is going to stick to his hands. The Stars make a steal. They're back to 14 if they can score here. Ryan gets the left-handed layup. Here they come.
Well, extended minutes for Dan Ryan. And he's on the end of a beautiful pass from Flavel. But once again, the catalyst for the Stars was Dylan Boucher.
And immediately, Sean Dennis calls a timeout with 5:49 to play. He's seen that 18-point lead shrink to 12 points, 56-44.
Well, don't forget, boys, the 2006 Primo NBL Final MVP trophy is sitting right in front of me. We've got to pick the MVP yet again. Let's have look now, who do you think, Bob? Initial thoughts?
Well, initial thoughts, I think somebody like Johnson, possibly. Williams. Yep, I'd have to go with those two. But if you're looking at the stars, I mean, Boucher's got a figure in it. In the scoring, he's got 8 points. That's not many, but